Alright guys, so Eric and I have just did some updates with the booth. Eric purchased this shelving unit off of Facebook Marketplace, so this is going to give us some more room. Probably going to be just working around with it for a little bit, and then we did add some newer things in as well. Over in this corner, kind of had to move around some of the wall stuff, but we were able to put this shelf back in, and we are still able to open up the glass case, so that's good. So that all worked out pretty good. We moved the aluminum tree over to this table, and this wall pretty much stayed the same. And then over here we did add some more Christmas stuff, and we did put in this really nice mantle, Seth Thomas mantle clock. It chimes so nicely. I absolutely love it. If I had a mantle to put it on, I'd consider keeping it. And then this, like I said, is gonna still be some work. After Christmas, it will probably be a little easier to work with. I feel like we have a lot of Christmas stuff in here. And then we did move the trees over here. That way when people are looking in, because like I said before, we're kind of like off the beaten path slightly from the rest of the mall, and we wanted to kind of switch up what you're seeing. Like if you would happen to not walk back this way, because if you see, like, this is as far as it goes, so kind of wanted to just change what you're seeing. So people were seeing the aluminum tree. Now they're probably gonna get, let me back up, yeah, they'll get like a nice shot of the ceramic and, you know, the lit up trees here. So yeah, I mean, I'm so right now. I'm feeling like it's a little bit cluttery, I guess, which I don't want and I don't like, but I don't think it's too bad. You know, like I said, after Christmas, you know, all this Christmas stuff will be taken out, and then we can start a little more fresh on some other things aside from Christmas. But just wanted to do an update. Hope you enjoyed. If you guys have ever come and seen the booth, let me know down in the comments. I have a tray that looks very close to this, except it's shaped like a Christmas tree and not a star. It's by someone named Claire Mackey. She has very whimsical kind of designs to her stuff, which I love. That's $4.99, so I'm going to get that. I only found one of these so far, but I'm going to look for more. This design, the celestial cobalt blue with the moon and the stars, these can do well. If there were two of these, they'd probably be worth about 40 something, but there's only one, so I'm not quite sure yet. I'm gonna keep looking. And then I found this really cute anthropomorphic flower hanger. I have some little shelf sitters that look like this, so should I get that?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Freaking puppet. Is that puppet?
I have no idea.
His mouth is.
Oh, make it move.
He's tied up right now.
I was gonna say, make him talk. What is this? No, what is this? Warm pretzel candle. Eric, please open that. I need to smell that. Warm pretzel.
Seems like it's not something I should open.
I gotta sniff it. What's it smell like?
Warm pretzels.
Oh my gosh, that smells so good. How much is that?
$9 for.
Wow, I've never. What else do they have? Cinnamon sticks. That's the only one I see that says warm pretzel. Interesting. It's very tempting. I love candles. Don't really need another candle, but
I don't think anybody's ever seen your candle stash.
I may have to get it. I'll do another.
She's hiding things from you.
I'll do another sniff of this. I'm seeing a cat down here. Oh my god.
See one eye, don't worry.
Don't force it.
Don't force it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
perfect the way he is. Huh?
That thing is amazing. What's it say? Blinker, cat, no tail. As is, $20. I feel, oh my gosh. I don't know about you guys, but like when I come across weird stuff like this, I feel so bad for it. I act sometimes like things have feelings, like inanimate objects have feelings, and I know they don't, but like I feel so bad for him. Like look at that face, look at that face. I'm getting him for $20. Oh, okay. Well, he's 25% off. I did want to make mention too. I did pick up this little golden book. It's called The Littlest Christmas Elf. I had this one when I was younger. I think in one of my other antique booth kind of shopping videos, I was looking at some vintage Christmas books, and I was like, well, I'm not really collecting vintage Christmas books right now. I'm just looking for Halloween. Well, I got the idea that I wanted to start I wanted to start collecting vintage Christmas books because I'm going to read them to the dog. So I'm going to get this one. I think it's like $1.50. So has some memories for me. And obviously I'm going to get this cat, and I think I'm going to get this candle too. I don't need it, but oh my gosh. Warm pretzel? Come on. Where are you going to find a warm pretzel candle anywhere else? Ooh. Where was it? Oh, yeah, that wreath. I wanted to show that really pretty wreath. Someone did like a really nice assemblage on this wreath here. There's a lot of cute little pieces on there. I do really like that. They have 68 on that. That is really cute though. Look at that. Did you look in here, Eric?
I'm looking. Looks like a candy mold.
What is that?
It's a candy mold.
Don't you normally buy those?
Sure do.
What is it of?
A rabbit in a tuxedo. Has he got something in his hand?
So it's like Easter?
$78. Is this one still 20? Yeah, this one's 25% off.
Easter's coming.
Easter's coming. Yeah, I usually sell these for decent money.
It's like a hinged one.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a little basket in his hand too.
Are you gonna get it?
Should we? You think so?
Yeah, I would.
It's gonna be about $60.
That sounds alright to me.
Yeah, I usually get like 110 for them, I think.
Okay, sweet. Found some stuff.
Oh man, he's hard to snap together.
There you go. We're doing an update on the booth. We've actually sold 2 pom-pom trees already, so that's awesome. We also sold that really large Mr. Christmas carousel, so that's another big thing out of here. And Eric actually did put the lights here on the bottom, so the bottom is nice and lit up now, so got that going.
Things that disappeared.
Yeah.
Fenton trees
Things are going. I guess I'll just kind of lay out some things a little so people can see them better. Got some balls and all sorts of little goodies. And then we did just put in this really large Santa. So you guys might remember I got him at a yard sale over the summer.
It's like 4 foot.
Yep. So I'm curious to see if he'll go right away. And then Eric put a light underneath of this one as well. So that's all nice and lit up too. So I'm really happy with how they turned out. And then I'm pretty sure I showed our new little stand Eric got off of Facebook Marketplace. So we're able to add in some more stuff because we have a little bit more shelf space. And then I think we just sold a swung vase yesterday. So
Ruby red trees.
yeah, the Fenton trees sold. So we did have these paperweights out on the shelf, but we sat them in there to take up a little space in there. So that's pretty much an update for the booth. Alright guys, so I am back here in the basement going to share with you a small haul. So as you guys know, yard sale season is pretty well, done for where I live. It is winter, technically, practically, almost. So people aren't having yard sales, and yard sales won't start back up until like closer to spring, summertime. So in the meantime, my videos will probably just be kind of like when I have footages. It's probably going to be small footages from thrift stores, antique stores, and that kind of thing. Because Eric and I are kind of in a routine now where when we go to the booth to take new stuff or just, you know, make sure everything is hunky-dory there, we've been stopping at Goodwill. And then typically when we're at the antique store, we like to look around as well. So we have been picking up some things here and there randomly at both places, so that's when you will see just some small footages of like what we are finding and picking up. And along with that also, you'll see the booth updates, you know, as we do them. This update that's in this video was right before Christmas. The next one you will see again is it's going to be after Christmas, but we're not going to be putting in like our Valentine's Day stuff until probably after the new year. So I will have another kind of like booth update once that happens. So just gonna start in with some of the things you saw footage wise that we picked up and go from there. So found this piece at the Goodwill, and it's just a nice little like ceramic star shaped tray, good for like Hershey's Kisses, candies. I mean, you could put chips on here, pretzels, what have you. But I loved the whimsical look of the dogs that are on here. This is by someone named Claire Mackey, and we did pay $4.99 for this at Goodwill. I have a very similar tray to this. I should have brought it downstairs. I have it set out for Christmas. It's by this same lady, except it's shaped like a Christmas tree and it has cats on it instead of dogs. So this here I am planning on putting in our booth next Christmas. So probably not going to be listed unless, you know, and I've said this before, like if you guys see something that maybe you're interested in and you hear me say that I'm putting it in the booth, but you would purchase it on eBay, let me know and I will list it. But right now that's my thought process, is keeping that for next year. Also found this really cute little anthropomorphic wall hanging. So it has two little hooks down here. You can put keys, your kitchen aprons. There is a spot there on the back to hang it up. I actually have shelf sitters that look exactly like this, in shaped like fruits and vegetables, and they also have flowers. I didn't know they made a wall hanging. This is so cute. I debated on keeping it, of course, because I always debate on keeping not everything I pick up, but a lot of stuff I pick up. I think this was $1.99 at Goodwill, and I listed it as a buy it now for $15.99. Also at Goodwill, I found one of these. These are by Libbey, these cobalt blue glasses that have the celestial moon and sun and stars all over them. The more you have of these, the better, obviously. That's, you know, goes along with a lot of different things. The more you have, the better. So I was looking high and low for more of these while I was there. I did not see any. This is the only one I saw, but I decided to grab it anyway. Again, I think this was $1.99, and I listed this one as a buy it now for $18.99. So definitely worth more if you have more, kind of thing. So at the antique store that we have our booth at, there is a booth there where I found this candle. This is by a company called Crossroads, and it is in the scent Warm Pretzel. Guys, this smells so good. I haven't burned it yet. It really does smell like a pretzel. It's doughy, it's salty, like, oh, it's amazing, and I can't wait to burn that and see like how well, you know, the scent throw is on it. I've never had any candles by this brand, so new to me. It was the only one I saw in there because they had some other candles by the same brand, so I just had to get it so I could try it out. So got that for myself. You saw me pick up this really creepy cat plush. Unfortunately, his one eye is like super duper wonky. I don't know how much I'm gonna play around with it. Quite honestly, I don't really want to fix it. I like him just how he is with his little wonky eye. The other one does move, like it does open and close. I'm pretty sure this is by, is it Gans or Gund? I think it might be Gund. And I know when I looked these up, like these can sell decently. Obviously this one has a lot of issues, but I wasn't planning on selling this. When I found it, I had to have him. So I'm gonna put him up in my bookcase, and I have an old German teddy bear up there, which there's nothing wrong with him. He's not like malformed in any way, shape, or form, but you know, I had to adopt this precious little face, so I am gonna be keeping him. Also at the antique store, Eric purchased a chocolate mold. This one is of an Easter bunny. It's like a nice hinged one. He does really well with selling chocolate molds. We tried looking this one up to see, you know, what it was worth, and we couldn't find it, which to me, that's always a good sign, because, you know, if there is none and you can't find one, maybe it's harder to find. Type of thing, but also the fact that this is, you know, Easter related, and a lot of people that use these old chocolate molds, they really like the molds that are you know, specific to holidays, because, you know, that's when they're making a lot of like their chocolates and stuff. So he's going to be listing this. It's not listed currently, but it will be listed at some point here probably soon. And then I also got 3 vintage children's Christmas books. I like reading to my dog. I don't know. Maybe that's a little weird to some people. I don't have kids. And my dog is like my child basically, and I just really enjoy reading to her because I like reading anyway, and I've always really liked vintage children's books because of their illustrations and stuff like that. And one of these is a book like I had when I was younger, and I was starting a collection of vintage children's Halloween books, or not even necessarily children's Halloween books, but just vintage Halloween books in general. And then, you know, here close to Christmas, I was like, oh, I'm gonna start buying the vintage Christmas books too. So we're at that point now. So the first one I found, and I got this one at the same antique store where our booth is. And this one is a little golden book of the littlest Christmas elf. So I had this one when I was younger. This one's from 1987. So I already read this to her. So it's a cute story. And then I'll put that in my bookcase for next year. And then at another antique store, I found 2 more books. And these books were pretty cheap. Like $1 to $2 at the most. And this one is called The Witch's Christmas. So this one's perfect because it could be Halloween or Christmas, really. This one is from 1986. And I did happen to like look this one up just out of curiosity's sake. And when I did, I saw one on auction with a bid, and it was like $6 and some change. So in my mind, I was thinking, well, like I'm getting a great deal buying it here because it was less than $6. So picked up that one. So that one was a cute story too. And then this one here is called The Adventures of Hollyberry and How He Got His Name. So this one's a nice hardcover. And this one is from 1983. what got me right off the bat with this one was the very first sentence is, once there was a family of deer that lived in the Pocono Mountains in Pennsylvania. And well, I'm from Pennsylvania, so I was like, oh, that's so cute. So I got that, and I read all these stories already to Amelia before Christmas, so I know, I'm weird. That's just me. Okay, so next I'm just going to share with you a couple of things that has recently gotten listed, and I'll let you know where they came from. So the first thing that I have is this little glass mushroom. Super cute. I'm honestly not sure who this is made by, but it's just like a miniature clear one. This came from an auction. I'm pretty sure we paid $1 for it, and I have it listed on auction, starting price $19.99. So if that would happen to not sell, I'm gonna put that in the booth. This also came from an auction recently. I really liked this basket. I don't know anything about it. I don't know how old it is, if it's old. I'm not entirely sure, but it's really well made, thick woven coils, and then there's like an animal depiction all over. I'm assuming is horses. And this here I have listed on auction with a starting price of $39.99. It has 5 watchers, so I'm hoping it will at least sell for my asking. Already sold one of these, but I had another one. This is actually a vintage display stand for the little glowworm figures. If you guys remember them from back in the day, I mean, you probably remember glowworm, but there were these ones called Glo Friends that were about yay big, made of like a rubbery plastic material with a hole in the bottom. So that's what these are for. So you would stick them on the hooks. So it has little feet to stand, but then there's also like a place on the back where you could take the feet off, because they slide right off, and then hang it on the wall to display your Glo Friends. So like I said, I already sold one of these. I had it on auction, and it sold for like, I want to say 40-ish. So I went ahead and put this one on auction, and I started it, same price I started my other one at, $39.99. I think it might have a bid. I'm not entirely sure if it does, but it has 14 watchers, so I definitely think it's at least gonna go for my starting price. I have this little guy. This is a little Annalee posable doll. And he's got clovers all over him and a little shamrock. So a little like for St. Patrick's Day type of thing. He came from a yard sale over the summer. I think I paid like 50 cents for him. And I put him up as a buy it now for $19.99. And then the last thing that I have to share is this little ceramic pelican. This is actually by Napco. Still has his sticker on the bottom. So when I looked him up, there were none currently listed. And the last one sold for $19.99. So that's what I listed him for. But I put him on auction just in case there was, you know, more than one person who's looking for him. I think he does have a couple of watchers. So I'm hoping to at least get that for him. And he came from an auction, and he was just with some other stuff we won. Like when Eric comes home from the auction, and, you know, like stuff will be sat up with other things. So that's why, like, I'm always sometimes left with things that I didn't plan on winning or purchasing or anything like that. It just comes with other stuff that is won. And then he said there's like a man there that instead of throwing stuff away, like slip it into Eric's box. So like sometimes we end up with other stuff like he didn't want, and I've listed some of that stuff. So I just think it's funny because you just never know what's going to be in his boxes when he comes back from the auction. So this was one of those things where it just came with some other stuff that he won. So that is pretty much everything I'm gonna do for this little bit of haul down in the basement. It is the Saturday before New Year's, and we got some goodies to munch on. We got crab cakes, and we got like a little charcuterie board thing just for like us to eat, because we're not going anywhere. We're very much homebodies. You know, we don't really like go out. We don't go to parties and things like that. We're too old for that. We just want to stay in with the dog. So we just got some snacks and stuff to, you know, just relax at home that day. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought down in the comments, and I will see you next time.